So hello and welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me here today. Today I'm going to be doing my roundup of Black Friday sales, highlighting the brands that I want to support during this time. I know right now there is a call to boycott Black Friday in light of everything that is happening against the Palestinian people. My heart obviously goes out to the Israeli people and what they went through on the horrific day on October 7th and what they are still dealing with. Of course, my heart also goes to the Palestinian people and what they are suffering through right now, every day since then, and what they have had to suffer through prior to October 7th for many, many years. So yeah, the whole thing is absolutely devastating, and I do support the idea and the premise behind a boycott of Black Friday, which my understanding really is to hit the big corporations, not necessarily to hurt small businesses. And my focus here, pretty much across the board, is to support small businesses. That's what I like to focus and highlight on my channel. Sometimes I do talk about, bigger brands, but for the most part, I do focus on smaller indie brands, and that is what I'm going to be doing here today. So if you are boycotting Black Friday, don't forget about the small businesses, and if you're going to do Small Business Saturday, that would be great. So for this video, I'm going to start with 𝗬𝗏_Botanical, and every year they do some sort of a holiday seasonal offering, whether it's a kit or a couple of special launches. And this year they are not doing a full holiday kit. They are just doing 2 releases, which are really, really beautiful. The first one for me is my favorite. It just seems so special, and it is the Frankincense Hydro Mist. This is a frankincense hydro mist, and it's not just a hydrosol that is just a frankincense hydrosol. It also has some beautiful humectants in it. So let's go ahead and just jump into some of the ingredients. There is, of course, the frankincense hydrosol. There's also extracts of nettle, lemon balm, plantain, and snow mushroom. There's also phospholipids in here, as well as glycerin, and specifically palm-free glycerin. So those are 2 beautiful humectants that are in here. And let's talk about the frankincense in particular, because it is from a women-led cooperative in Somaliland, and it's called 𝗬𝗏. And this cooperative was created to ensure that the harvesters, laborers, and sorters are the beneficiaries of their knowledge, work, and their resources that they have looked over for centuries. So this is a very special frankincense that 𝗬𝗏_Botanical has sourced, and you can tell that it is very special from the beautiful scent of this frankincense. It has that really lovely kind of, like I said, medicinal, yet also kind of minty and camphor kind of scent. I absolutely love it. When you take it in, it has just that healing, restorative type of scent. It's a little bit difficult to describe, but it almost has like that piney kind of scent. It's resinous. It just feels very, like I said, very restorative, refreshing, soothing. It's just absolutely beautiful. I really, really love it. Sometimes when I've used frankincense in the past, or when frankincense has been in various, skincare or mists, it feels, it will smell lovely and I enjoy it, but this in particular just kind of has that magical quality to it. So I am absolutely in love with this frankincense, and when you order it, if you decide to purchase this, you get a cute little satchel of frankincense. So you actually get the resin itself, which smells amazing, of course, and you get a little card with a QR code, so you can learn about the 𝗬𝗏 cooperative in Somaliland for yourself. You can learn, more in detail about it. So that I think this is just a really beautiful, little gift with purchase that you get if you do order the frankincense hydro mist. And I believe that Carolyn, the founder of 𝗬𝗏_Botanical, was saying that you can burn the frankincense as incense, or I think she was suggesting you could put this in oil yourself to make your own oil infusion. So absolutely beautiful. And then the other special holiday winter offering is the Jasmine and Cacao Lip and Cheek Balm. Oh, and I forgot to talk about the pricing here. This is $48, but during the sale, so let's talk about the Black Friday slash, holiday sale here. I forgot to mention that. So what Live Botanical is doing is 25% off, and it is November 24th through November 30th. Now for this video, I think what I'm gonna do is instead of throwing all the dates out at you, which you're not gonna memorize by me just telling you, of course I'm gonna put everything in the description box below, and I'll probably just down below here so that I'm not just spewing out information that you're gonna forget anyway. But just so that you know, it's 25% off during those dates, and this is $48, but with the sale it would be $36. And then the Jasmine and Cacao Lip Balm is $30, but with 25% off, it would be $22.50. So this is a lip treatment as well as a balm to help protect delicate skin. It has a beautiful blend of waxes and plant sterols, and the notes are chocolate as well as Jasmine grandiflorum and Jasmine auriculatum. Now, Jasmine auriculatum is not a jasmine note that I would be able to pick out on a lineup of jasmines. I guess it's a little bit rare. When I was reading about it, it says it has kind of a gardenia note or a heavy gardenia note, if I'm remembering correctly. But anyway, this does smell very beautiful. It's not super heavy on the Jasmine grandiflorum, which is not my most favorite jasmine. But this one is very, very beautiful. I actually really do like it. I have used it once on my lips. I was not overwhelmed by the jasmine. So this is going to be one that I do keep and I use. So I'm very happy to have this. I think it is a beautiful product. So if you are a lover of jasmine, if you like that chocolate jasmine combination, you are definitely going to want to pick up one of these. And then I do want to give you a couple of recommendations from Live Botanical in case you are perusing the site and you're curious about what I do recommend, which actually there are so many things I do recommend from Live Botanical. So if you do have any questions about any products, please do not hesitate to ask me down below. If you, like I said, if you just have a specific product in mind, any kind of question about Live Botanical, please just ask me down below in the comments. But for those of you who've been watching my videos for several years, you know that I love the Ambient Moisture Liquid. This is a lightweight creamy serum. It's got a base of aloe juice. It has strawberry seed oil in it. So this has an amazing, beautiful scent of strawberry. It's very light, but it is present and it smells amazing. It has snow mushroom, marshmallow extract, there's ceramides, phytosterols, phospholipids in here. It's just an absolutely beautiful, like I said, lightweight serum. And then another one that I want to show you is the Renewing Concentrate. So this is a balm that in the past I've talked about as a juicy balm, but this has actually been reformulated because now it has fully encapsulated actives that's going to help increase the efficacy of the ingredients. So now it has more of a gel-like texture. So I would still say it's kind of a juicy balm, but it goes on more creamy, more smooth, and actually it feels a little bit more elegant. Just like I said, just more smooth and creamy. And I do agree with that description of a gel-like texture. It feels absolutely beautiful. I think that Carolyn and the team at Live Botanical is always looking forward in terms of combining Carolyn's depth of knowledge of herbal medicine, but also looking forward to advances in science and technology. And this encapsulation of her actives, which I believe is happening in-house at the Live Botanical studio, is just gorgeous. I just really can't say enough good things about how this feels on my skin right now. But anyway, the ingredients include the full spectrum of rose, CoQ10, lupin, dates, sea buckthorn. There's a lipid complex of pomegranate, jojoba, and oats. There are some essential oils in here, but it's very low. It's in a dilution equivalent of 0.4%. The scent is so beautiful. If you really like that earthy rose type of scent, I think there's a little bit of chamomile in here as well, then you would really love the scent of the Renewing Concentrate. I do want to jump back real quick to the Ambient Moisture Liquid. There are no essential oils in here. It's just that scent of strawberry that you get from the strawberry oil. So just to wrap up real quickly, I am super excited about the Live Botanical holiday winter offerings. The frankincense Hydra Mist is absolutely beautiful. I really, really can't recommend this one highly enough, especially if you are a frankincense fan. And then the jasmine and cacao balm is really, really lovely as well. So let's go ahead and move on to another brand that I have really fallen in love with over this past year, and that is FURTUNA. And now, as many of you may know, this is on the higher end, kind of in that eco luxe realm, and they are doing 25% off. So this is a great time to purchase from FURTUNA. I would say that my favorite product from them is their micellar cleansing essence. I am out of this right now, so I can't show you the bottle that I have, but I think I'm going to go ahead and repurchase this during the sale because I am really, really in love with this product. I feel like I just have not been on the micellar water, micellar, cleanser train at all until I use this product. I feel like it does such a really lovely job of gently removing makeup at the end of the day, and I actually tend to use it as a second cleanse. So I will use an oil cleanser or maybe a balm cleanser, really any kind of cleanser as my first cleanse, and then I will go in with the FURTUNA micellar cleansing essence as my second cleanse to remove every bit of remaining, especially eye makeup that is left on my face. And then I am done for the night in terms of cleansing. And their ingredients are of such high quality that it doesn't bother me that I'm leaving the essence on my face. And it's called an essence, so it's a cleansing essence. And so it's made to be left on your face. So it is beautiful. I love it. I'm going to be getting it during the sale. I also really love their face and eye serum. It's a beautiful serum that I really, really enjoy using, and I do notice a difference especially when I use it at night. So the combination of the cleansing essence and the face serum, makes for beautifully soft skin the next morning. And then finally, I really enjoy their replenishing balm. This is a gorgeous, gorgeous balm. I have been using it quite a bit now that the weather has been turning cooler. In fact, I just used it last night, and I really just love how my skin feels this morning. And even though this is blue, it is not blue from Blue Tansy, so it does not have that Blue Tansy scent. I'm pretty sure it's blue from Spirulina. So for those of you who are like me and you don't like the scent of Blue Tansy, do not be alarmed. This does not smell like Blue Tansy. So anyway, this has also become a big favorite of mine, and I do love how it comes with this metal spatula, and it sticks right on top of the lid so you never lose the spatula. I just feel like that's a nice convenient touch, and I just love the jar. It's absolutely beautiful. And like I said, it is a high-end luxe brand, and I have done a brand overview, which I'll try to remember to link up above here on the video that I did, as to why the price point is on the higher end. And I personally feel like it is worth it, especially on these particular products that are my personal favorites from the line. So if you want to delve more into FURTUNA, you can check out those videos of mine that I've done in the past, or just look at their website. Their website is beautiful, it's very informative, and you get 25% off during the sale. So this is a great time to get from FURTUNA. Another small indie brand that I absolutely love is YINA. They are doing 25% off. I believe it's for the entire month of November. The code is Dear Friends, and I love almost everything that they do, but my two favorites are the Essential Mist. I've spoken about this many times, I feel like, in several of my recent videos, so I won't belabor the point. This is just a gorgeous mist, and I absolutely love it. And then I am still in love with their Hydra Cloud cream. This is just so beautiful. It is one of those creams that is lightweight, has a beautiful texture, and when you apply it to your skin, even though it is lightweight, it feels so emollient and does a beautiful job of hydrating and moisturizing, and just does an amazing job. I love using it night and day, and I just absolutely love it. So these two are huge recommendations from YINA. And then of course, I still highly recommend products from SAHARA Rose. They make my favorite vitamin C serum. That is their Hydra C serum. I don't have it on me right now because I was just speaking with the owner. They have just made a fresh batch of Hydra C, and she is sending me one, which I am very, very thankful for. So now is a great time to purchase the Hydra C because you will be getting a very fresh batch if you do. They are doing 30% off. I forgot to mention that, 30% off, which is great. I also love their Milky Luminous Cleanser, just such a beautiful milky cleanser. So if you like cream cleansers that lean a little bit bit on the milky side. That is a beautiful one. So yeah, Sahara Rose, their Hydra-C serum, absolutely love it. Still highly recommend that one. And then, you know, I have not gotten any information from BLOOMEFFECTS on their Black Friday. I'm assuming they're going to be doing something for Black Friday. So as information comes in from BLOOMEFFECTS and other brands, I will update the description box down below, of course. But I will mention 2 products from them. I love their Tulip Dew Drops, which I realized I forgot to bring down from upstairs, and I don't really feel like running upstairs really quickly, so I'll just insert pictures at the side here. I absolutely love their Tulip Dew Drops. That is a new favorite of mine this year. I hadn't ever tried that product before. I can't remember how long I've been using it, at least 3 to 4 months now. Absolutely love it. And then I, of course, still am loving their Black Tulip Overnight Retinoid Serum. That has just been a favorite of mine, I think, for a couple of years now. Absolutely love it. And then I do have a new brand that I have never mentioned before, and that brand is called 𝗬𝗂𝘃. And I will talk more about this just as a little spoiler here. You may be seeing this in my favorites of 2023, but I really, really love this brand. So they are going to be doing something for Small Business Saturday, which you will not need a code for. So I don't have any more details than that. I don't know what the percentage off is going to be, but I do know they are going to be doing a promotion for Small Business Saturday. I have been absolutely loving their Flower Sap Hydration Harmonizer. This has Gromwell, rose, Maine harvested seaweed, and it's in an aloe base, and it also has sunflower seed oil and glycerin. And to me, this is very similar to the Earthwise Beauty Ambrosia. Now, I'm not going to say it's a dupe. It's not exactly the same, but it is very, very similar. So for those of you who have been looking for something very similar to replace the Earthwise Beauty Ambrosia in your life, I would say take a look at this because it does have a very similar texture. Hopefully you can see just kind of how it's dropping into the bottle like that. So it's very runny. It's a very loose, liquidy serum. It gives you the humectants, very similar to Ambrosia. It does not have vitamin C like the Ambrosia, which may be a plus or a minus for those of you. I don't know. It just kind of depends on what you're wanting from your skincare. But it is very, very similar. And it also, the brand in general, has kind of a similar vibe to Earthwise Beauty. So check out 𝗬𝗂𝘃. If you have been looking for something similar to Ambrosia, do Cerrado. And then the other thing I've really been liking from 𝗬𝗂𝘃 is their Honey Mallow Replenishing Nectar Whip. So this has sunflower oil in it, raw Hudson Valley honey, marshmallow, rose, and comfrey, and it has a gel oil consistency. So a little similar to the Renewal Concentrate from Live Botanical, although I would say this one feels a little thicker. This one is a little bit thicker in consistency. So yeah, the difference I would say is because this one is so honey-based, it does feel thicker. And also the scent profile is very different. This one, of course, smells intensely of honey and a little bit more herbal and less on the rosy side. And I have really been enjoying this. I have used this quite a bit. I don't know if you can get a sense for how much I've used this one. Let's see, I put a little sticker on this. I opened this one on October 14th, so it's been a little over a month now, maybe 6 weeks. And I've actually used this quite a bit and I really, really like it. I use this just like I've been using the balm. So I've kind of been rotating this one with the FURTUNA balm. Love them both. I think they're both amazing. This one, of course, is going to be a little bit less expensive, but yeah, they're both really beautiful. And this brand, like I said, 𝗬𝗂𝘃, I think has very similar vibes to Earthwise Beauty. So if you've really been missing Earthwise Beauty, I think that 𝗬𝗂𝘃 is a good brand to check out. I also want to give a quick shout out to BABO Botanicals. They're doing 30% off. I think their code is SAVE. I have mentioned this many times over the course of this year. This is their Daily Sheer Tinted Fluid. This has become my favorite sunscreen to use on a daily basis. It's basically like a tinted moisturizer. It has kind of a serum-y texture, has an SPF of 50. I absolutely love this. I am pretty much totally out of this. You can hear it's got the little beads in it so that you have to shake it up. But yeah, it's pretty much out. When I used it the other day, I really had to squeeze the bottle or tube, whatever you want to call this. I had to squeeze it pretty hard to get anything out of it. So I'm definitely going to be purchasing this during their sale. And then moving on to e-tailers, you know, shops that carry many different brands. I do want to mention BOXWALLA. Now, I was texting with Lavanya yesterday and she said they are doing something for Black Friday. She said she would email me today, but I have not gotten the email. So hopefully I will get that information soon. But BOXWALLA is definitely doing something. I will put all of that information down below. But just to let you know, I mean, BOXWALLA carries gorgeous, gorgeous brands. Of course, they carry 𝗻𝗂𝐺𝗻𝗄. I do have a video talking about the 𝗻𝗂𝐺𝗻𝗄 pencils. These are one of their newest launches, and I love these pencils so much. So if you're interested in the pencils and how they perform, which, spoiler alert, they perform beautifully, I will link that video up above so you can watch it. But anyway, BOXWALLA carries 𝗻𝗂𝐺𝗻𝗄. They have all the 𝗻𝗂𝐺𝗻𝗄 all over colors. BOXWALLA, let's see, what else do they carry? Oh, they also carry Verdun and our Verdun. I fell in love with their D'Orangerie hand cream. This is one of my favorite products from BOXWALLA this past year. Absolutely love this, which has made me more curious about the brand in general. So I'm really wanting to try. I think they've got body washes and hand soap, and I don't know, it's kind of like a body care brand. I'm pretty sure it's an offshoot from 𝗏𝗏, from the women who created 𝗏𝗏. And also BOXWALLA carries 𝗏𝗏, and you know, they also carry 𝗏𝗏 Organics and Hanua, and anyway, just a whole slew of brands. They also carry spices and sauces and books, and it's just a beautiful website to peruse. So definitely do go check out BOXWALLA. And then Beauty Heroes is also going to be doing a Black Friday sale. I don't have the details yet on the code or the specific discount yet, but I will definitely update that down below. Beauty Heroes does carry Lil Fox, and the Dewy Bean Dream remains one of my absolute favorite serums. This has glycolic acid in it as well as moth bean. I love using this at nighttime. I use this about 2 times a week at nighttime. Absolutely love it. This is a staple of mine, and it is on the expensive side, so it's great if you can get it on discount. So like I said, Beauty Heroes does carry Lil Fox. Beauty Heroes, let's see, what else do they have? They too have YINA, they've got 𝗏𝗏 Organics, Alpen Beauty. They do carry Blissoma, and from Blissoma, a recommendation of mine is their Mild Rice Facial Cleanser. Absolutely love this. I've talked about this several times in the past, but for me, this is a great replacement for the Tata Harper Regenerating Cleanser. Beauty Heroes also carries 𝗲𝗂𝗏, the brand 𝗲𝗏𝗏, and I think 𝗲𝗏𝗏 might also be doing a Black Friday code. I have not heard back from them. I reached out to them to see if they would be doing their own code on their own website. Have not heard back from them. Of course, I will update information down below as I get it. But also, like I said, Beauty Heroes does carry 𝗲𝗏𝗏. I have absolutely fallen in love with their algae enzyme cleansing oil. I'm almost finished with this bottle. So I did purchase a backup from the Sephora sale, but you know, I would prefer to just purchase directly from 𝗲𝗏. So I would encourage you to just purchase directly from them if they are doing a Black Friday sale, or if Beauty Heroes has this in stock. I also really love the 𝗲𝗏 Universal Face Oil. This is so beautiful. It does not have any actives in it. So this tends to be one of those oils that I use on my night off from an active. So when I'm not putting an AHA on my face, such as the Dewy Bean Dream, and I'm not using a retinoid on my face, so this is what I like to reach for on one of those nights off, and I will link a video up above where I talk about that a little bit more if you're kind of curious about that. But anyway, I do really, really love the 𝗲𝗏𝗏 Universal Face Oil. So Credo is also having a sale, and now Credo, I would say, is not a small business, but they do carry a lot of small brands that are indie brands. So if you do want to support small indie brands that are carried at Credo, I think that is a fine thing to do. Something that is carried at Credo that I really, really love are the Clean Circle Under Eye Gels. These are amazing. In fact, I used them this morning because when I woke up this morning, my eyes felt a little puffy and tired, so I used them before filming. Really, really love these. And the one I prefer is the Light On Brightening Eye Mask. But I prefer these because even though the other mask that they make is purported to be the one for depuffing, I actually think that these are the ones that do a better job. And these do dissolve better in water as opposed to the other one. So this one is the one I prefer, the one that comes in the orange jar. Highly recommend these. Credo also carries CV Skin Labs. I don't have my bottle with me. I do have a bottle of this lotion going right now. Absolutely love it. You know, Credo also does carry 𝗬𝗏 Atelier. If that's something you're interested in, now's a good time to get it while they are having their 20% off. Another e-tailer that typically does Black Friday sales is Beauty Habit. I have not gotten any information about what their code is, what their percentage discount is going to be, or what the dates are. Like I said, I'm assuming they're going to have one. I'm not 100% sure, but if they do, you know, they do carry 𝗬𝗁𝗎 as well. They also have this brand Sangre de Fruta. I have talked about this in the past. I really, really am loving this Botanical body wash. This is the scent Garden of Earthly Delights. I am really, really loving this. I got a mini of this just to check it out. I loved it so much that I ended up getting the larger size. This is definitely something I would get in the future. This bottle is pretty full, so I don't really think I need to re-up on this right now during the sale. But anyway, I just wanted to put this out there as a recommendation from Beauty Habit. And now I am gonna talk about some makeup recommendations. And again, these aren't like tiny little businesses, but I do believe they are all independently owned. Correct me if I'm wrong, but let's first talk about Merit. And again, I'm pretty sure this is an independently owned company. And I do want to give them a huge thanks because they did send me their lip gloss set. And I do want to say this is not sponsored at all. They just sent me this product, but ever since they launched, they have been sending me products and they've gotten bigger, of course, over the years. They seem like they're very, very successful. But even though they've gotten more successful, they still have sent me products. I am still on their PR list, I think. So even though they've gotten bigger and I'm a teeny tiny little channel, you know, they still send me things. So I really do appreciate that about Merit. So I just wanted to say that and say thank you to Merit for sending me products and for continuing to send me products. So anyway, they did send me their lip gloss set, which I was super excited about, and I still am very excited about after playing with it for several days here. So what this is a holiday essential set, and this is what it looks like. I want to show you the skincare mini in here. This is the Great Skin Mini. And I actually did use this morning because I wanted to see how the pump functioned, and it works really, really well. So as you guys may know, they have this serum called the Great Skin. I really love it. I've completed a full bottle of it. I purchased a new bottle with my own money. They did send me the Great Skin initially, which I think they sent me last year, and I showed it in my Black Friday video last year. So I finished it, absolutely loved it, purchased a new one with my own money. And then with this one, I just wanted to see how the travel size pump worked, you know, just to make sure that when I travel with it, and also to let you guys know that it does work very, very well. I do think this is a great thing to have if you like the Great Skin. This is nice to have. You can screw off the top, and I could refill this travel size with my bigger size Great Skin. So I think this is really nice to have because I will travel with this, and I like that I can refill it. So anyway, I think this is a nice thing to have. And then they have in here a pomade, a brow pomade. This is the 1980 Volumizing Pomade in Neutral, and this is a limited edition shade. And I'm hoping they make it a permanent shade. I mean, quote unquote shade, because it is a neutral shade. If you guys have watched my videos, you know that I just typically comb out or brush out my brows. So I used this today, and I'll use it on camera. I just brush out my brows. Either that or I use the Anastasia clear gel. That's really all I do. I don't like using brow pomades, brow gels that have any color in it because I do have thick brows, and when I do that, they get really, really dark, really, really thick, really, really fast. So I don't like putting additional color into my brows. So having a clear pomade or neutral pomade is gonna be the most that I would wanna do. And I really like this. I used this yesterday, or I don't know, the other day, I can't remember exactly when, and I really liked the effect. And I like the effect today. So if Merit were to make this a permanent product, I would definitely purchase this again. So this is a huge hit for me. Then let's talk about the product that I was most excited about. This is the Solo Shade in Glacé, and this is a beautiful kind of champagne, shiny, glossy shadow. Now, if you've seen some of my videos where I've spoken about the other Solo shades in Brune, and also Mid-Century, you know that I love both of these colors so much. So I was thrilled when they came out with a shiny shimmery color, and I was really looking forward to trying this. So what I did today was I put Mid-Century all over my lid as a wash, like I have been doing most days, and then I put Brune close to the lash line here and on the upper and the lower lash lines just to kind of line my eyes. And then what I did is I put Glacé on the top. So hopefully you can see how it just kind of gives this really beautiful sort of wet, glossy, shimmery look to the eye, which I really, really love. Now I've used this on my eyes just by itself, and it didn't show up too much on my skin tone. So here you can kind of see it swatched, and you'll see it just kind of gives that shimmery wet look, which by itself is really pretty and it's nice, but it wasn't super impactful just by itself. But I think on top of a wash of color, even if it's just a subtle wash of color, it does become more impactful. So I think that is how I am going to prefer Glacé, is over a wash of color. And I think over Mid-Century, it's just perfection. I absolutely love it. So Glacé is beautiful. I really, really like it. But I think just by itself, it's probably getting a little washed out from the light. I turned the light back on. I mean, you can see it's just it gives a beautiful reflection here with the light. So if you want just kind of that wet look on its own, it's very, very lovely. But for me, I think I do prefer it over a wash of color, or just kind of like over a primer type of eyeshadow. All right, so let's go ahead and move on to the next product, which is a lip liner. Now, this is an exclusive product. This is not just an exclusive color. This is an exclusive product, which I think is really, really beautiful. I do have it on my lips today, and let me swatch it for you. So you can see it's just a very pretty, neutral, kind of browny lip liner. And I really love the color. And actually, while I'm here, I'm going to show you what it looks like with Slip. So Slip is the signature lip color that I'm putting down below it, and that is what I have on my lips today as well. So you can see how complementary they are together. So yeah, that is what I have on my lips today. I have on this lip liner, and I can just put on a little bit in the viewfinder. And it's very glossy. So what are they calling this? They are calling this their signature lip sheer lip liner in Bespoke. So that's what this is. And like I said, I put on Slip, in the center of the lips, and then just kind of blended it out. And I love it. I think it's beautiful. I love this lip liner. I really do hope they come out with lip liners in their permanent line. I'm hoping that this is just like a little bit of a test run to see what kind of a response they get, but I think it's gorgeous. I love the feel on the lips, and yeah, I hope they come out with more colors in a permanent launch. And then finally in the Le Gloss set is a mini of their mascara. And let me show you what the brush looks like. You can see it's not a super skinny brush. It's a little bit thicker than what I typically go for. But when I applied this today, I went very slowly and very deliberately. And I really do like how my lashes look. It did a very nice job of creating a very fluttery lash, which I was kind of surprised by. I thought it was going to be a little bit more chunky and a little bit more volumizing, but it actually created a more lengthening and fluttery look than I thought it was going to. So I feel like I had this mascara in the past in the full size, but maybe I just had a mini. I'm not really remembering correctly, because I know I had the brow pomade in the past and I didn't like it because it was, it had a color to it. And maybe I'm confusing having had the pomade in the past with maybe having the mascara in the past. I just don't know if I'm remembering correctly. But anyway, I am willing to give this mascara a good try and see if I like it. And if I do like it, I would be interested in getting the full size. But so far today, I do really like it. So I am gonna give this a good solid try and see how it goes with the Merit mascara. But back to Black Friday and Merit. I don't have the details on Merit's Black Friday sale. I know they are going to be doing something, but I think they kind of keep it under wraps. So I will give you the full details as soon as I get it, but I'm sure they are going to be doing something for Black Friday. They have done one every single year. So I will let you know what it is that they are doing in terms of the code, if a code is needed, what the dates are. But obviously I am loving the Le Gloss holiday set. I don't know if the sets will be a part of the sale or not. You guys know how much I am loving these eyeshadows. The solo eyeshadows I think are incredible. You know I love the signature lipsticks. I have fallen in love with Slip. I also love Millennial a lot. I would say Millennial is kind of my signature lip color. If I could have created a color for myself, I definitely would have picked Millennial. I also actually really like the Merit bronzer. I don't think I've ever spoken about it, and I used it today with their brush, their #1 brush, which I think made it much easier to use and made the application more flattering for me. When I've applied it just directly from the tube, it hasn't been the best, but today I just went in with the brush like this and applied it, and I liked how it looked a lot better. So moving forward, when I reach for this Merit cream bronzer, that is what I'm gonna do. So I do actually recommend this bronzer, but I personally recommend using it with the Merit brush, which I also recommend this Merit brush. I think it's a beautiful, beautiful brush. I use it almost every single day. I will also say I highly recommend the Merit dual-ended eyeshadow brush. I think this is a great brush to invest in. And yeah, if you guys have any questions about what else I recommend for Merit, just ask me down below. Of course, I already mentioned I love the Great Skin Serum. I will also let you know that I do have the Say Dew Blush in Spicy on my nose and then my cheeks right here. And I'm sure that Say will be doing a Black Friday as well. I really, really love the Say Dew Blushes. I also love the Say Sun Visor a lot. I repurchased that recently, so that is a big recommendation from Say as well. I also love their cream bronzer. I think that's a great cream bronzer. So anyway, if Say does a Black Friday situation, I will put that down below as well. And then last but not least, let's just end on Victoria Beckham, because I am still just a huge fan of their eyeliners. This one is in bronze, and that is what bronze looks like. And bronze is such a beautiful color. I wear this so frequently, and I just absolutely love it. It is one of my most favorite eyeliners. I would say that, and then the Merit eyeliners are just something that I reach for almost every single day. And then finally, I also really love the Victoria Beckham lip gloss in Bikini. I put a little bit of that on top of the Merit look that I did today, the Merit lip liner from the Le Gloss set, and then Slip, and then a little bit of Bikini, the Victoria Beckham Bikini on top of that. So Victoria Beckham almost always does, or I think pretty much every year since they launched, they have done a Black Friday as well, but they too, kind of like Merit, keep things under wraps as well until the very last minute. So once I get that information, I will link that down below in the description box as well. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. Please do not hesitate to ask any questions if you do have questions about certain products from certain lines that I was not able to touch on. I really was trying to make this video short, but it seems like it has turned out to be a long video. So thank you so much if you made it through to the end. I really appreciate your time and I appreciate you watching. If you have not yet subscribed, I would love it if you would do so. And if you like this video, give me a thumbs up and I will see you in the next one. Bye.